Recording. We are recording. Here we go. Pankration Philosophy episode 138. I got some returning guests, some comedians that appreciate comedy. Oh no, comedians that appreciate comedy and punching people in the face.
Yeah.
So, what's up, guys?
Aren't Birungi and I the most brought back guests of all time?
Just bringing it back.
Yeah, man. Just keep bringing us back.
Options open.
Oh, yeah. We got, Mike Devore.
Hey, what's going on, people? How you doing?
And the hardest working parking attendant / suspicious person, Birungi.
What's up? Birungi here, reporting for duty.
Oh no, dude! I watched that video earlier today. I was like, oh man, I think I know how this is gonna end, but it's still funny.
It wasn't funny at the time, but
no. I like how she smiled and then left and then go that guy was suspicious. But okay, guys. Yeah, we're here talking, UFC 254 going down. Yeah, going down this Saturday at 11 a.m. Pacific time.
I know.
Yeah, my favorite.
Thanks for telling me, because I was gonna miss it.
Yeah. No, I was gonna miss it too. I'm like, oh man, can't wait for this. And wait a minute, 11 a.m. Pacific time.
I know, right? Weird.
Yeah. I know. I like how they switched up on this one when they had all the other ones at prime time. But whatever. They decided to go with that. Yeah, we got.
Did it for Khabib's audience, maybe?
Yeah,
I think so.
He's a huge draw in the Middle East, so that's all him.
Oh no, for sure. Yeah, because his Muslim faith, and then because I remember the last time because when we fought Poirier, he fought around the same time. It was 11 a.m.
Yeah,
and then that probably got.
We were at the same bar.
Oh yeah, we were. Yes.
Yeah. You had to leave though. You had to leave like a little bitch because you had to go coach or you had to go train for your fights. Whatever.
Get your priorities straight, you bitch. Oh, well, yeah. So we got.
I don't think sports should be in the morning. But if you lose, then you have to carry that losing mentality.
I think it's at night there though, or something in the afternoon.
Yeah,
I'm not sure.
It'll be the evening for them. It'll be for the evening for them.
But for us, if you're supporting someone and you lose in the morning, that means you have to be a loser for the next 23 hours.
Apparently, you're not an LA Chargers fan. All right, so you're just used to being a loser all the time. All right, so
it's just carb loading.
Yeah, just
lose loading. Just lose loading.
Yeah, just lose. Yeah.
Shots fired.
That's not even shots fired. That's it's pretty accurate. Oh,
yeah.
Man.
Yeah, that's crazy. But yeah, should be a good fight though.
Yes. Yeah.
What do you guys think?
I don't know. Let's hear it first from you, Mike. Yeah.
No, I like both. I like both people. Okay, so for me, I want Khabib to win because of of his passing of his father, everything that he's gone through up this year. And I just he seems like a noble champion. With that being said, I want Gaethje to win because I love the idea of people taking away accomplishments. I want to see Gaethje coming out of nowhere to take Khabib's undefeated record. So I love seeing both sides of the coin. But I really want I'm leaning towards Gaethje on this one. I want him to win. Yeah.
Okay. How about you, Birungi?
You want Gaethje?
Yeah, I want Gaethje. Yeah. I'm looking for Gaethje to win.
That's what you should have said. You waterboarded us with a bunch of.
I had to explain both sides.
I like this guy's eyebrows. I like this guy's and then some around.
Go eat your green beans.
All of that. Yeah? I'm gonna go obviously Khabib. I just think he's a better fighter and. Most people are banking on the fact that Gaethje used to wrestle in high school, and they're hoping that is going to kick in now. But honestly, maybe in 2 years, if he practiced it for the next couple of years. But you can't tell me that you just it'll be like the reverse. Like I don't think Khabib can get his striking. I mean, he's not terrible at striking, but I doubt that he can amp it up to say Gaethje's level. I think Gaethje's a good striker.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's actually the better striker, although Khabib is not too far off. But it would be absurd to suggest that either of them can match up the other's skill in like less than how many weeks has it been?
Not enough time, but
Not enough time.
Yeah.
So Khabib.
Okay. Well, I guess to clarify, like Gaethje also wrestled in high school, but and he was also an All-American. And some people say like All-American all the time. They go like, okay, what does that mean? So if you're an All-American in wrestling, that means you are in the top 8 of your weight class, like from there.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, essentially like the elite 8 of your weight class. So that means you made it to, well, what would that be? That would be the quarterfinals of the tournament, because there'd be 8 and then 4 and then so pretty much, so you're pretty good wrestler if you're an All-American.
So
Essentially.
I'm basically an All-American comedian from the 2019 Seattle International Comedy Competition.
Elite 8.
Top 8, baby. Top 8, baby.
Dude, you know what? Now that you bring that up, I think I should have been on the presidential debate tonight.
Yeah.
I was on my debating team in high school, and I made top 8.
All-American debater.
All Ugandan. But I think it still counts.
But yeah.
Chola, what do you think? Do you think the wrestling kicks in now?
It's
after
like
years?
I think, well, no, because I think he does still use the wrestling. And then if anything, you see his like early fights for Gaethje, he used to just be a wrestler. He used to just, use like high velocity slams. But I really think, I think how it matches up is in terms of, like, okay, how does each other, because you know what advantages the other person has. Clearly, like, Khabib is the better like wrestler / grappler, whereas Gaethje, as Birungi stated, is the better striker. So they're just trying to take each other out of their strong element and put them where they're strong. So I think it boils down to a matter of who is able to implement their plan better and execute. Because I think the key thing, I think one of the keys to Khabib's takedowns is the use of the cage, like being able to like use that as a barrier and then bouncing people off of it in terms of taking it down. So because in an interview that Gaethje said, actually I'm pretty sure it was on like Joe Rogan, he goes like, just big thing I gotta do is make sure I don't get my back onto the cage, because then that's how he takes people down, which is also easier said than done, because Khabib was just taking out everybody that he's fought like from there. So
I think one interesting stat though with Gaethje is the fact, like I saw this video, he's only been held down for 16 seconds out of all of his UFC fights.
Yes.
Like, so
interesting stat for sure.
Yeah. So I'm just curious to see how that all plays out.
But just going through my head, the people he fought, none of them
are really wrestlers. Yes, I was gonna bring that up too.
Costa and Poirier, Dustin Poirier.
Yeah, Dustin Poirier,
Eddie Alvarez,
Cowboy,
Michael Johnson.
And I think there's a big difference, at least the little that I know, there's a big difference between wrestling and actually like grappling on the ground.
Yes, there is a big difference.
Yeah, I think he can body slam, he can do that stuff, but like fighting on the ground, like for instance, it would be interesting if he could strike on the ground. That would be interesting if he could do that. I know that's hard, but Tony Ferguson, I think, is one of those people that is just as dangerous on the mat as he is off the mat. So if he can do that, then maybe, but doesn't sound like it. I think that from the sound of it, they're gonna try to avoid the fence, and that is gonna be hard.
Well, yeah, it's gonna be hard, especially because I mean that's a lot of. I mean, really, that is the key of a Khabib's game, in terms of like essentially corral you, get you towards the fence, take you down, and then control you. It's like it's very hard to get up once he's controlling. So, but it's an interesting notion. There are, however, fights. I mean, it's hard to see how Gaethje matches up against Khabib because there really hasn't been a kind of style matchup that he's faced in the UFC that is, a wrestler or a grappler that's looking to take him down. But there have been instances, though, where Khabib has fought somebody with like a wrestling pedigree and they've been able to, get up like from there. I mean, not easily, and also years ago as well. So he's definitely like refined his process. But like one of the ones I'm thinking about is when he fought Abel Trujillo, which is okay. He did get the record for most takedowns in a fight, and I think it was only a 3-round fight. But the fact that he got the record is kind of slanted, because if you think about it, the reason he got that record was because Trujillo kept getting up and then he kept taking him back down. So it's like, okay, that's good that he took him back down, but at the same time, it's like, well, how is this guy getting up so often? Like from there, and Trujillo. Why
doesn't Trujillo have a record of the most times getting up?
Yeah, I know, right?
We're always looking at Khabib. What about Trujillo?
What about Trujillo? Yeah.
You got body slammed 100 times.
What about him? No one asked him. It's like it's like if you got the most strikes absorbed. Look at me still here.
I'm still here as you're drooling down.
Yeah. As it looks like you fought a bunch of bees.
Right?
Who's still here? Me.
Oh boy, it's gonna be a rough one. But you guys want to call the round or not?
Ooh.
I wanna say Gaethje in the fourth.
Ooh, Gaethje in the fourth.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Huh.
How about you, Birungi? How do you see it?
Khabib round 3.
Round 3?
Yeah.
How do you think he gets it? Submission?
I think it's gonna do him the way he did Conor.
Okay.
Which was, if he's looking tough, you just get him out of there in the third.
I mean,
don't try to strike with him.
True.
I don't know how hyped you guys are about this fight, but I'm like much more hyped for this than I was with Khabib and Ferguson for the 6th time.
The 6th time not happening. Yeah, it's interesting.
Because earlier this year, like all you because we talked about this, Pachola.
We did.
Like how excited we were for back in April for Ferguson and Khabib, and then Gaethje came out of nowhere and took his spot, and now I'm just like, dude, I'm more hyped. I can't go back to Ferguson Khabib.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's done unless say Gaethje wins and Khabib fights Ferguson, but other than that, I don't see that happening.
Got it. Yeah.
I
know. I think that Ferguson train has kind of sailed, sadly for him, but there's a lot of. It's a very interesting matchup, like for sure. Just like the violence potential, like in terms of that.
Oh, you know who we're sleeping on?
Who?
Michael Chandler.
Michael Chandler. I think he does bring a lot of interesting tools to the table. Like for sure, I'd like to see how Chandler would match up, especially against like someone like Khabib. In terms of wrestling,
I still would like to see him fight top 5 before he fought for the title.
I think Chandler Ferguson would be like a great matchup.
That's a great fight. Yeah.
Quick trivia.
Yeah.
Chandler showed up in my story archive a few times, but this was like 4 months ago. So he wasn't relevant at the time, and I'm looking through my Instagram story and I see Mike Chandler, and I actually didn't know who he was at the time.
Yeah.
And he showed up more than once, and I was like, why is this guy following my story? Like I don't even remember what I was posting about, and now I'm like, damn it, I should have maybe messaged or whatever.
Yeah,
I guess you cock rider. You cock rider. Oh, I don't know who this person is. Forget him. Whatever.
Yeah.
Oh, now you're in the UFC.
He and Chandler go way back.
Yeah. Mikey, remember me?
Come on, man. The thing. Oh, go ahead. No, I was just gonna say, like, in the regard, like, because I watch Bellator, but like, it's never as exciting as it is with the UFC because I don't think the talent is as in depth as there. But I remember watching Chandler's last fight in Bellator with Benson Henderson.
Oh yeah,
and like just like Chandler being able to drop Benson like that, like I was just like, oh shit, like that made me excited for the possibility of him going to the UFC. And then now that he's here, it's like I'm just excited to check him out. It'd be interesting. I'm not like, knock on wood, but can you imagine if something happens in the next at least 10, actually, side note, the freaking, the weigh-ins are in about 40 minutes.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Because,
I was about to bring that up because.
But you didn't. I did.
No, but some people were suggesting, that Khabib has had some issues with weight in the past.
Oh yeah.
And of course, you have he's been bouncing around camps, like locations. So I don't know. Maybe that affects him. There is a possibility.
Yeah, like I don't know. Like whenever you watch this, like, do you watch the embeddeds, or have you been watching Khabib's like actual like training vlogs lately?
Yeah,
because he has his own set of vlogs, and like he's just like a serious dude. Like it doesn't look like he has that much fun. Like he's just a very, like, his team like is just like they joke around sometimes, but I don't know if it's just because like he got the mentality from his father, but I think he takes like this whole thing like really seriously, and I'm just like I love that mentality about him.
Yeah.
I don't know. Whenever I see Habib's team, I think, it's like that. It's like what you imagine like an Eastern Bloc team to be, like serious, like no jokes. It's like, it's, I mean, he's from like the mountains of Dagestan. Like I imagine there wasn't, I mean, this is literally what he grew up doing. He grew up like in a house, trained by his father, who was the Olympic like wrestling coach of the area.
Was he like, All-American top 8?
Oh yeah, he definitely was.
He was all Dagestan. All Dagestan was his house. That's what he did. Like he was literally born into this. It's like, I think when you see Habib, that's like it's like he's a generational talent. Like he's not only like the best of his family, which was the best of his country, like from there. And then like seeing the people around him though, because I think, I mean, as we're mentioning, like draws, like he has like a, he's a serious guy. He's not really much of a, like not what you would determine to be like, traditional charisma. He's not like a McGregor where he's like, where he's talking like a bunch of stuff. But when you see him go, like there are crowds of people that follow him. Like, so
he got bum rushed at AKA.
Yeah, like, when there's like all those like all those guys with Beatles haircuts just rush him. It's like it's a fever crowd.
Let's balance this out. Can we talk about Gaethje real quick?
Yeah, let's talk about Gaethje.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I have a question for you guys.
Yes,
he said he obviously he's always talking, he wants to create car crashes and stuff like
carnage.
Carnage, which is a good thing, but also at the same time, some of the fights he's lost, I think it was also his downfall.
Yeah, kind of reckless.
Oh yeah.
Kind of.
He's admitted this, that like I guess in the 2 fights that he lost, he was just having way too much fun.
Yeah. But like, the problem is with a guy like, if he's fighting a serious guy, like, because the good thing with Khabib is he knows how to stick to a plan. Yeah. And Gaethje, when he gets into the fight and the emotions and all that, other than the Tony Ferguson fight, he can get carried away.
Yeah. But I think that Tony Ferguson fight is a good example of him learning from his mistakes.
Yeah. But that's 1 out of like 25 fights.
But it's still growth. That's still like because if you look at his old fights, he was just like pretty much a brawler, and then it wasn't until like after the. What was the second fight he lost? It was
Poirier, because he lost to Alvarez and Poirier back to back. After Poirier,
came to Vic or Barbosa, one of those guys.
I think it started at Vic, then I think it was either Cowboy and then Barbosa. I want to say.
Yeah. But like, go ahead.
Because I remember his fight against Poirier. I think that was the one. He was still in it.
Oh yes,
he was still in it.
It was competitive.
Then he gets from his stool for like the 4th or 5th round.
Yeah, it was the
And he
fourth
takes
round.
a deep breath and just goes in there, and that's when he got clocked.
Yeah.
Otherwise, he was in it.
Yeah.
And so I don't know. I feel like there's more evidence of him getting carried away than him staying with the course and staying with the plan.
I think for this case, I think for where the stakes are at, and just from his experience with the Ferguson fight, I don't think it'll be an issue with him staying level-headed. Now, on top of that, too, I don't know how much this will play in a factor, but it's also in a closed environment. Like there is no crowds to kind of throw you off your game plan. So yeah. I think he'll be fine with his game plan, sticking to his game, especially with a coach like Trevor Whitmore.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Who's Whitmore?
Is it
Trevor Whitman?
Whitmore, same thing. Shows you how much I know MMA. You're like Onyx Sports, all right? You tried to sell it glove to the UFC, Onyx. But they wanted the technology.
Oh, man.
Sharapova.
I mean, on the off note of that, I think if anything, I think sticking to a game plan is good, but we did talk about the different styles, like in terms of Khabib's more of a grappler, Gage is more of a striker. I think that recklessness, though, I think that might actually be to his favor, if anything, in this fight, because, not that you want to get too reckless, but if anything, Khabib is at his best element when he's in complete control, and the points. Not that he's really been that hurt, but there have been times where he just gets caught up, where Khabib gets caught up in exchanges, and he gets kind of rocked from there. And then I think if anything, that might be to Gage's credit. Let's make it as reckless as possible, because he at least is more confident. He at least is more confident in terms of getting reckless in that kind of regard. And that's what I was about to ask you. It has how does Khabib handle fighters who come towards him? Because Gaethje's a forward pressure fighter. Yeah. And I think that's the thing, because no one has really, other than I feel the two instances where someone has been able to actually pressure him was it was only briefly in Michael when he was fighting Michael Johnson, when Michael Johnson actually caught him with it was kind of, I want to say it was an uppercut or something that caught him kind of flush from there, and he started backing up. And I think he kind of showed, well, of course, everyone's kind of discomfort when they're hurt. But and talking about pressuring situations, I feel when Conor and Khabib fought, I think it was the third round of that fight, when Conor just applied the pressure and just tried to walk him down. That was arguably his best moments of the fight, from there. And I think that's gonna be interesting, given how this plays out, how Gaethje plans on pretty much bringing the fight to Khabib, from there.
Yeah, the one round that Conor won. What were they saying there? It was the only round Khabib has ever lost.
Yeah. Oh no, but if you listen to Conor, he's like, "Oh man, I was winning that whole fight until I slipped."
I like when it shows him, when he showed a picture of him after he tapped, but he said something he's like, "Yeah, then I got up and beat his two brothers."
Oh God. I always love I love that rewritten history that Conor always has, because he starts out humble, he deserves the victory, and then one day later, you know what, I got him though, and then a year later, man, I was kicking his ass. He got lucky.
If Coach put me in the third quarter, we would have been state champions.
Little one state.
Nah, that was a beating. Do you think Khabib goes for the leg, whatever that move is called, the leg? Does he do it all the time?
The single leg? Is that what you mean?
No, the two legs, kind of like a cobra. Wraps
him up? Yeah.
Are you making up moves again, Birungi? Like a snake, how they wrap around the waist, tighten.
Yeah.
Doggy style. Yeah. that doggy style is Adesanya's move.
Just ask Paulo. Oh man. But
I don't know. I just feel like whenever he folds someone's legs, both of them, it's game time. It's over. Especially if they don't get out in like 10 seconds.
I remember like with the Poirier Khabib fight. I remember I don't know what the move is called. Is it it's when Dustin like reaches back between like the switch, I think it's called.
yeah,
like,
tries to hit a wrestling switch. Yeah,
when he hits a wrestling
where you get
switch.
essentially an underhook on the person's leg. I know what you're referring to.
Yeah, like I just remember like Poirier trying to do that twice, and like Khabib was like 10 steps ahead of him with that. So like I don't know if that's a discredit to Poirier's like wrestling style, but I'm curious to see how Gaethje like with his wrestling style like would be able to react to stuff like that.
Yeah. Because another problem with that move when he folds the legs is he's also working the hand at the same time.
Yeah.
So depending on where your brain is, you could free the while you're trying to free the legs, he's compromising this arm, and then this other arm is on the fence. So that's how those guys end up like with an open face and legs stuck, hands stuck. And then it's smash time.
Smash. We're going to smash.
Smash your boy.
Dude, okay, so I just saw this UFC video about like just Khabib talking to his opponents during
while he's beating them up.
While he's beating the crap out of them, like with Michael Johnson. He was saying stuff like with Michael Johnson, he was just like, this is for me. I deserve this. I fight for the title. I need this. Give up now. As he's punching him in the face, I'm like, that's a. And then like with him fighting Connor, he was just like, let's talk now. As he's raining down with punches, let's talk now. Let's talk.
Oh man.
He'll be the worst guy in therapy.
Yeah. No.
I'm ready to talk now. Did you call the fight, Pachola?
What's that?
Did you call it?
Did I call it? Oh, like who?
Mike called it. I called it. Did you call it?
No, I'll call it. I think let's go second round Gaethje. Yeah.
Ooh.
Wow.
Yeah.
I see.
Yeah.
Why do you say that? Why do you say that?
Yeah. Here's the thing. I feel like so we're talking about like takedowns is going to be the critical thing. Like takedowns is going to be like, all right, who's going to be able pretty much if Khabib gets the takedown or if Gaethje is able to block the takedown. And now I'm thinking, okay, there was the fight. I would say the fight where the person actually defended the takedowns the best. I mean, this may be a bad example, but it's like it was Al Iaquinta when Al Iaquinta fought Khabib, and then he was pretty much able to stop the single leg from happening and not really get taken down. And really with Iaquinta, he doesn't really have the best footwork. He's essentially got like cement feet. So
he's a realtor.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. Hey, location. But, oh, geez. But so I'm thinking if like Gaethje is able to implement like the game plan that he wants, and which is avoiding the takedown, forcing Khabib to keep going after it. I definitely see. I think it's up to Gaethje's best interest to wear him down like fast and then go for like a knockout pretty soon. Like so that's pretty much how I would look at it. Like he's gonna go not quite reckless, but he's got to turn up the pace because he doesn't want to end up into a cardio battle with like Khabib. Is my personal opinion.
Okay.
From that.
Yeah. Cool. Nice. Okay, so 2 out of 1, 2 to 1, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
And this all gets thrown off when Khabib misses weight, and then Chandler fights Gaethje.
I'm changing my pick to Chandler in the 5th round.
Oh yeah, Chandler. Okay. Yeah. How do you think that would play out? Chandler versus Khabib.
Ooh.
Or vice versa. Chandler
versus Gaethje.
It'd be interesting. But like I don't know, like I don't know if it's just my bias towards UFC. I just have to see like how he would prove himself against a top 5 fighter. Like it's kind of easy when you're kind of fighting the cream of the crop in Bellator, but like those fighters don't really like. I don't know who was one fighter that came over from Bellator that really stood out.
Just Eddie Alvarez is like
just
the
Eddie
biggest
Alvarez,
one.
yeah,
Yeah, and
yeah,
then
but like
him and like Chandler split fights, but Chandler did beat him first. But so you're trying to think anyone else that made a good transition.
Ben
No.
Askren.
I said good transition.
I don't know. I think a fight is a fight. I don't care where you're fighting as long as it's competitive. And if
I think that is true to a point, but I think what Mike's trying to say is like sometimes your level of competition really shows like how well you are. But yeah, I think I feel like Chandler does have all the skills, especially on paper. As well, but it's just the terms of like, okay, how consistent have you been able to do it in that regards?
Yeah.
So it'll be interesting though. I'm interested to see how he plays out.
Yeah. I wonder if he's not needed this weekend, what his next move will be.
I really think, I'd want to see him against like either Ferguson. Or who are they trying to make? I think they're trying to make like a Dustin Poirier, Tony Ferguson. I think Dustin Poirier, Michael Chandler. That'd be a bomb.
Well, no, I think they're talking Poirier, McGregor.
McGregor, right? The rematch
in January.
That was confirmed for January, right?
I was confirmed for January. Okay. Yeah. I'm trying to think who else is up there in like lightweight. Maybe I don't know. I think Chandler Ferguson would be like the best one. I'm trying to think of another one. Maybe Chandler Felder or someone else.
I know. What's Ferguson wasn't too happy that Chandler was the sit-in, the substitute fighter. So I'm guessing that will be. And he did talk shit on me on social media. That beef is already brewing. So I can see him being the next one.
Yeah. But to be fair, though, like I don't think Tony really has a chance of saying that he should get that title shot too, with his how he looked the last time out. But
I mean, time that was one fight. You have to admit before that.
His body of work for sure, like from there.
What about Chandler Dan Hooker?
I think that'd be interesting too.
Yeah.
Like
that would actually make the most sense, I think.
Yeah.
Because
against Hooker,
one is just coming in, and then the other is coming off of a loss, and he was kind of hot. So both of them kind of have something to prove.
Hooker's last fight was Poirier, right?
No, Hooker's was that his last fight? I thought Hooker fought Felder. Did he fight Felder and then Poirier?
I think he fought Felder in New Zealand, and then Poirier.
And then he fought Poirier
at the Apex. Yeah.
At the Apex.
The Poirier fight, that was intense. Oh my God.
That was intense.
Those boys beat the shit out of
Oh, yeah. Oh man, yeah. That was pretty nuts. Like from there. Okay. I guess do we want to talk about the co-main, the Robert Whittaker?
Let's do it.
Hell yeah.
Cannonier? All right. What do you guys think about that? Let's start with Birungi.
I'm gonna give it to Cannonier.
Okay.
For 2 reasons. One, he's got the best fighting name ever. like if I was sitting at a bar and someone came to me and he's like, "Yo, Cannonier is looking for you," I'll be out of there. So, yeah. And then I saw that he has some witchcraft shit going on.
Yeah, he's got chakra and crystals.
He's got
chakra.
He's got rocks that he put in.
Yeah.
You
Yo, man,
don't fuck with that. You don't mess with that. Where's Whittaker's rocks? You know?
Yeah.
Can you imagine, like, if Cannonier comes out with crystals on his head, like? Was it like freaking? He starts doing movements like Diego Sanchez.
Yeah.
Oh man, I'm telling you, he has the better witchcraft and the better name. So.
The better witchcraft.
That's funny.
So I give it to him in the. Let's see, that's 5-2 or 3.
No, it's just 3.
3.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give it to him in the third.
Third? Okay.
Yeah, by TKO.
I'll be honest. I don't know really much about Cannonier. I know I'm looking at his record right now. I think I remember the fight with him and Jack Hermanson. But I don't know. For me, I guess it's like I want to give it to Whittaker. just based off experience, just based off Whitaker's. USADA isn't coming for Whitaker, you know, like, but no, I think I give it to I think I give it to Whitaker for a decision. I think it was the distance.
Whitaker by decision. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That's interesting. I think this is a good fight to see like where Whitaker's at, and I think also how Whitaker. I think Darren Till is a pretty decent hitter as well, but man, I think Cannonier's got near the top of the power like for that weight class. I mean, just the way that he's been able to or just his past fights, like you see like him hit guys and they're like, oh wow, this doesn't feel good. Like
because I mean, from what I learned, he used to be a heavyweight or something like that.
Yes, he did used to be a heavyweight.
And then he dropped down, and then unlike most people, he kept the power.
Yeah.
You know, so he punches like a heavyweight, even though he's a middleweight. So
yeah.
Power wise, he's definitely got more power than Whitaker. That's not debatable at all.
I would say so. I would say he has more
And
power.
then
He's got a weird build.
He's got a weird build.
No, he look because he's got like the long like shoulders and like long like orangutan like arms and like huge hands. Like from there.
This is interesting because for the Adesanya versus Costa fight, one of the best analyses I ever heard was not from MMA fighters or even people that watch MMA. I forget where it was, but they were talking about how long Adesanya is.
Yeah.
And then I started to think about it, you know, even like basketball players, even soccer players, most of them on TV, they look small.
Yeah.
But when you see them, they look big.
Yeah.
So when I think of Cannonier, I'm like, he looks big on TV.
Yeah.
So you can imagine how much bigger he is in person. And size-wise, power-wise, he's got Whitaker beat.
Yeah.
You know, it's funny that you mentioned the whole, like, this is just a side note. You talk about like seeing a fighter in person, you realize that they're a lot smaller than they are on TV. That's how I felt about Phil Davis.
Oh, really?
I met him at a comedy club in San Diego, and he was just as tall as me.
Really?
Like, or maybe like an inch or two taller. But like I was just like, man, like you're Mr. Wonderful. You're like you know what I mean? Like you're supposed to be like this physique, and like he just looked like a normal dude.
Huh,
same thing with like Ross Pearson. Like he's like short.
Yeah.
So.
Interesting. Okay.
Wait till you meet Pocholo.
Yeah, I've yet to meet Pocholo. I'm super excited.
Yeah, he's a bubblehead. Yeah.
He looked huge compared to the other guy. Well, he was 2 feet tall. Oh.
No, man, that boy's scary. Cannonier is scary. I don't know. Although, if you ask me, if I had to choose who I prefer to win the fight, I would prefer Whitaker, because whoever wins fights Adesanya next. And I just feel like Cannonier physically matches up Adesanya so well. Stylistically, I don't know, but if they went at it, he's probably one of the people that is equipped to take out Adesanya.
Power-wise, yeah, but I don't know if I'm excited unless something exciting happens after, like, for this fight, like a spectacular finish by Cannonier. Yeah. I'm just still interested in seeing Jones and Adesanya.
I mean, yeah.
I think Jones is running to heavyweight. I don't think he actually wants to fight.
He's scared, man. He's scared. He's hiding underneath mats for drug tests.
Yeah.
But you know what? That's another fight that I also think presents a challenge for Adesanya, because he loses that size thing. Like, a lot of people say he's skinny, but he is long and wide. Yeah. And when he fights a guy like John Jones or Cannonier, all that, he loses some of that. Like, look at Costa, Whitaker, Gastelum, some of the guys he's knocked out, they're big, but they're not as extensive as these two guys. So I don't know.
Yeah. I think in terms of Adesanya Jones, I think one thing that I think one thing that is noted is just that there is a huge like skill difference in terms of striking. Like, I mean, because I think John Jones is really. I mean, we're talking about guys insulated by or helped by their attributes. I think Jones is definitely so helped by his attributes of just being long and being able to just like move away from people. I think if anything, the reach parity in terms of Adesanya, I mean, I think Adesanya is probably maybe a little shorter than Jones, but still someone who I think Jones has like gotten the most discomfort out of people that are about the same height as him. Like I'd say like Reyes and Gustafsson have been the guys that have bothered him the most because they've been the tallest people that he's fought. Like
That's a good point. That's a good point.
Yeah. So I think that's interesting in that case. And now I would say skill-wise, Adesanya is way better striker than both Reyes and Gustafsson, personally.
Yeah.
Like from there. Yeah. So I think it's interesting how that plays out.
Yeah, it's also interesting because he won't say it right now, but
of course,
Adesanya is a big admirer of John Jones.
Oh yeah.
I'm sure, like that front kick, he does it all the time now. What's it called? The
oblique kick is what they call it. Yeah.
He's definitely learned a few things from John Jones. He won't say it until he's like retired, but he's an admirer of John Jones, and probably the only reason he wants to fight him. Same way he fought Anderson Silva.
Yeah, he'll say what he mean, like how truly he feels about Jones 30 minutes after he beats John Jones, and then he'll go back to making memes about how he humped his body.
Paulo Costa, you're a respectable man. Now here's a meme of me.
Those videos were the funniest. I want my revenge. At the sign you humped me. How dare you?
I saw this tweet go like, we need to see the live reaction video of Paulo Costa seeing the fight replay.
That's funny. That's
like,
so funny.
Oh my god, just the rage, the rage you can just imagine from like what?
That's like getting dunked on in basketball.
Oh man, I don't know. I think that's even more disrespectful because you got beaten up, and then that'd be like if you dunked on somebody, beat the crap out of them, and then like.
It's so funny. It's like that's literally the equivalent of like teabagging somebody in a video game. It's like you think, oh, it's funny in a video game, and you're just like, he did it in real life.
Yeah. Oh man, yeah. Just like. Well, especially, I mean, as we're talking about, because, we're alluding to that, like, video of Paulo Costa responding. It's like, oh, man, you can just see it's like there's a lot of pain and shame.
I know, right? And it's public record. It's out there.
Yeah.
People adding beats to it, speeding it up, slowing it down.
Yeah. And, you look at Paulo Costa, you can tell he's a prideful guy. He's trying to walk around.
Not anymore. No. Yeah. Used to be.
Yeah, used to be. Oh, here's my dignity. Where was it? Where did it go? Oh.
He's gonna kill the next guy he fights.
Yeah.
That's the only way people take him serious now.
Yeah. He's like, what do I gotta do to get my respect back?
Rip his head off.
Speaking of which, who do you think Paulo Costa would fight next?
Ooh. I could see him fight the loser of this upcoming match.
Yeah.
That's a good point. Yeah.
Except
or the winner of Hermanson Till.
Yeah, winner of Hermanson Till would make sense too. Like from there. Yeah, I think, and then I could see Romero fighting like either one as well. Like either the losers
fighting?
Maybe. He's going to fight until he's 80 at this point.
Cuban Missile Crisis, dude.
Yeah. Like, he was the real Cuban Missile. That's what he is. I really think Romero was like a Cuban super soldier program. That's what he was.
I believe that.
Yeah.
Born identity right there.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, oh, man. But, yeah, it's
there's a Volkov fight too, right?
Volkov. Alexander Volkov versus Walt Harris.
Yeah, Walt Harris. Yeah.
It's
Tell us how much you like Walt Harris. And what happened with him and who?
Fuck you. No. Fuck you. No, yeah. No, it's again, I wasn't impressed with I am not impressed with Walt Harris.
Yeah.
I am not impressed. Like he got dominated by what's his name?
Overeem, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
like and especially like coming off that emotional like thing with his family. But I don't know. Like I want to lean Alexander Volkov with this one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it is interesting, but I think the Harris's biggest problem is just his grappling. I think he just is not a good grappler. I think Overeem saw that, go like, oh, it's time to take this guy down. But Volkov is not a grappler. He's just a striker. And I feel like this is almost like, once again, it's like, remember when Volkov fought Derek Lewis?
Yes.
And then like won every minute except the last minute where he got knocked the fuck out.
He was winning the fight until he lost.
Until he lost. He literally was. That's the thing. It was like a real life version of what Connor thinks happens. But he was winning like every exchange until boom, he just got walloped. So I don't know. I think I could definitely see the same thing happen because like Volkov is a good striker, but he just doesn't have that fight-ending power. Really is even for a heavyweight. But like Harris has serious power. He's only a striker. Volkov's not a grappler at all. I think there's just enough of a window that just gives Harris like a winning shot in this.
Yeah. So you're saying this is gonna be a stand-up fight?
Yeah, it all stand like unless somehow, some way Volkov just like went to just did all wrestling and just like hugs him the whole time. But I don't really see that happening. Yeah.
Yeah, I know Overeem did a trick on Harris last time. Yeah, I think I'm gonna lean Harris as well with TKO first round, end of first round.
Ooh, first round, nice.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Volkov's like, no, not again, not again. But
I'm just looking at Walt Harris's like
his record.
His record.
Yeah.
And like he beat he lost to Overeem. He won Olenek, Sergey Spivak. No contest, Orlovsky. Yeah, I just don't see Walt Harris winning this one. Okay. Personally, for me.
Yeah. Did he lose this split decision to Orlovsky? Is that what happened?
He actually won the decision, but it got turned over to a no contest because he tested positive for something.
That's right. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, he beat the guy.
So. I think it'll be interesting because I remember Walt Harris being, because he's a southpaw. I'd say he's pretty rangy. I think he's like about 6'4", I want to say. But I mean, Volkov's gonna be taller for sure. He's got Volkov's like 6'6", 6'7". But it'll be interesting striking matchup because I think that's the thing. I feel like the key to beating Walt Harris is that is just taking him down. I think that's really the only way he loses. Like Overeem was able to do it, and then I remember Verdum. Yeah. So it'll be interesting. I'll be interested to see like how that turns up. But still at the point, I think heavyweight is just at the point where there's like really only like three relevant people, and everybody else is just trying to get is just kind of there. Yeah.
Well, should be a good one though. Still, especially if it's stand up. That's the thing I love about heavyweights is stand and punch.
I think though, I mean, because we were talking about Jones Adesanya, I really think Jones might have a better shot, going up to heavyweight and beating. Actually, no, it's interesting. I'd like to see how he matches up against Stipe. I'd like to see that fight.
Oh, that one I'll put my money.
Yeah.
No, I'll put my money right now. He will beat Stipe.
He beats Stipe because I think that's the thing. Honestly, I think he has a better shot beating Stipe than him. I mean, this might be than him beating Adesanya. I don't know, just in terms of that.
I'll be
interested to see.
I want to see Jones against
Ngannou.
Ngannou.
You want to see a man die? Hey, y'all want to see a dead body?
I think he wins that one too.
Yeah.
He wins that one too. I mean, Stipe has gotten away with something that I think is very smart, which is, you know, a lot of the heavyweights they can't move. You know, even Ngannou himself after
They're fat. Yeah.
can't move. And the only person that was kind of matching up, but even he was kind of limited, was DC.
Yeah.
Like DC, if DC had just a tiny little bit extra tank, I think he would take Stipe. But after a while, the tank is dry. So I think if Jones moves up, he can take Stipe.
Nice. I'm interested to see that match. I also want to see because I heard like Rumble Johnson's coming back. I want to see him fight a heavyweight. I want to see Rumble Johnson and Ngannou. Let's go.
Oh, that would be nice.
Let's go.
or what if Jones and Rumble? It finally happens.
No, that's if I want to see the Jones Rumble fight that we never got to see, and I also want to see Rumble fight Ngannou. Like, all right, let's see who the real hardest hitter is. Yeah.
I don't know, man. I feel like Ngannou is getting better because he was too raw the first time he came out.
Yeah,
but you know he's looking a little more like a polished fighter.
Oh no, for sure. He's definitely gotten more skilled, like throughout.
Oh yeah, he was swinging at first. He's just swinging for the bleachers.
But he's still swinging. But he's now doing it a little bit more accurately. No. Like the one when he knocked out Rosenstruck. He's like, I'll just keep throwing like
he closed his eyes.
Yeah. No, it's like when you see two like 5-year-olds fight, like But you know, this 5-year-old is 265 pounds and 6'4". Yeah. But yeah. Oh man, I don't know. I'll be interested to see. I'm interested to see. I also just want to see heavyweight Rumble. I like this man used to fight at 170 and is now a heavyweight. Oh,
that's his name.
Yeah.
What was it? It's kind of like Cannoneer is what Rumble Johnson wanted to be.
He's reverse Cannoneer. Oh no, yeah. Oh man, I think that's the thing though. But like I said, man, just seeing it's the thing when they say about power really can't be taught. I think some guys just kind of have it. I think we're going back. It's like Ngannou clearly has it. Like, we were talking about Rumble. I think Cannonier's got that. Yeah, he's got that power like from there, and it's interesting, especially because you see, especially with his finishes, they're like they kind of look kind of too easy because he just kind of hits them and they like go down like, oh well, that was. Well, if that's all fighting is, then that's all you need to do. But it's like, no, that's hard to do to someone that's a trained fighter. Or he made like Anderson Silva's leg explode again. Oh man, but yeah, that's it'll be a good match. All right, guys, that's been I think about an hour or so, something like that. But
nice.
Yeah, let's call it good. Any like I guess parting words for the people?
No, just keep on trucking. I don't know. I don't know. Just keep on trucking. I don't know.
Yeah. Keep on keeping on.
Keep on keeping. It is what it is.
It is what it is. Yeah. See, I'm from Hawaii, you know.
UFC Hawaii.
Let's go. #9th Island.
Blessed is the best.
The best is blessed. True, blessed
Hiker
express.
Holloway.
Hiker Holloway. Yeah. How about Bald Ortega? Jeez.
Oh yeah.
Feeding the crap out of Korean Zombie.
Oh, I think after the second round, after that like reverse elbow, I don't think a Korean Zombie wanted to be in there anymore.
I don't think Korean Zombie knew where he was. I think that's what he said. He goes like, "Yeah, the whole fight, I don't know what happened." Like,
yeah.
I don't blame him.
Yeah. That was really impressive. It'll be interesting to see if he can translate it against other fighters.
Yeah, against Volkanovski, because I think they said that he's getting a title shot, so that'll be interesting.
Yeah. Let's see.
Volkanovski is gonna kick those legs.
I think that's the thing, and I think, I think it's an interesting matchup. I'd like to see what happens. I'd like to see an Ortega Holloway matchup. Would be interesting now as well.
Yeah,
I'm not interested in seeing that yet. I mean, I want to see Ortega fight for the championship belt.
Yeah.
I want to see Calvin Kattar fight either Holloway or the winner of Zabit and Yair.
Oh yeah, Sabine Nair's supposed to fight.
Yeah, they're
You
supposed to fight too.
know what would be interesting? I'd like to see. Yair. Yeah, Yair Holloway. I think that'd be.
That'd
cool
be
to
nice.
see.
That'd be nice. Yeah.
I think that'd be.
You know what I
interesting
want to see? I want to see Biden versus Trump.
I want to see John Jones versus Biden.
I'm gonna pick Trump in third round with the rear naked choke.
He's just gonna grab. He's not even gonna ask. He'll just grab.
All right, guys.
What do you? Sorry, I don't mean to keep this going, but what do you guys think about the news of Leon Edwards getting taken off the records?
Oh, I think that's some bullshit. But whatever. It's like it's always that's the thing. When you're the sport that does the own rankings, I don't know. That seems kind of shady.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. It's like
I think because like what his thing was, he was holding out for a title shot, right?
Yeah.
And like apparently, from my understanding, UFC offered him one, or he kind of offered him one, but because of the whole COVID thing, they gave it to Gilbert Burns, which ended up going to Masvidal. And then they offered it. I guess they offered him another fight, maybe Colby, and he didn't take it. Then they offered him that one guy, the Smesh guy. Hazmat, dude. Freaking, and he didn't take that, so they took him off. And now Leon Edwards is like, okay, I'll fight Hazmat.
Oh, god damn it, I'll fight Hazmat. Yeah, honestly, I think Hazmat. That's an interesting matchup, like for sure. But I think
I'm on that
kind of jaded. Yeah,
I'm on the Hazmat. I'm on the hype
train.
Smash.
Smash.
Put Hazmat on the same fight card. Him fighting Usman and Adesanya in the same night.
Ah man, yeah, dude, he's talking mad shit.
Yeah, I'm on that hype train. I'm on that hype train.
They all come to a stop.
At the station of winning. All right, guys. That's it. Thanks for your time.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah.
Take care.
Yeah. Enjoy the fights. Bye.
Bye. Make sure you wake up.
Wake up. 11 a.m. Pacific start time. Main card. Don't miss it.